everybody. My name's Jesse, and welcome to the inaugural edition of Gen X Thinks Deep Dive. I put a poll out last week and asked subscribers if they would like to see me talk about some deeper subjects, and the poll was pretty much in favor of doing so. I realize that some of you might have some fears about this stuff, about getting into politics and religion and this kind of stuff, but I don't believe that this is going to be what you think it is. That's not what I have planned, to get into the divisive stuff at all. These are and if you would take a few minutes and watch a little bit of these, I believe you'll be pleasantly surprised. Please bear with me here. And for those of you who voted for this stuff, I know you're going to enjoy it because it is some deeper content, some deeper ideas. Really, it's going to be questions I have about our world and our universe, because just in my nature, it's my nature to question everything. And I work with my hands most often by myself. So I'm just in my mind thinking about stuff a lot, the vast majority of my day. So I think about this stuff a lot, and I have a lot of questions about everything. And I'd really like to explore these questions with my fellow Gen Xers, who I identify with most. I really want to hear your opinions on these. I'm sure a lot of y'all question this kind of stuff too, and I'd like to share these with you and have you share back with me your thoughts and your questions. So that's the main idea. And today we're going to talk about AI. And I chose AI specifically because I think it is the most neutral of topic. Most of us don't have a really gut level love or hatred for AI. We weren't raised with it. We weren't indoctrinated with AI. It's just a new thing, and we're all wondering about it. So I figure it's a pretty safe thing. Either side, you can think it's good or bad, but you don't have really strong feelings of hatred or love for it. So that's why I chose AI for this initial episode. And anything that I could talk about, whether it be AI or pets or whatever, it can all be linked back to society, politics, religion, just about anything. You can link it back. We're all tied together through these different ideas and things. So, it's all going to kind of brush against each other and intermingle. So let's just say that off the bat. But AI is this new thing that people are using, and we're going to use a lot more going into the future. It's going to get better and stronger, and in some cases more reliable, in other cases less reliable. We have many different people or organizations, companies creating AIs for different reasons, different functions, to complete different jobs. The main thing is, for most of us, we've all seen Terminator, right? The Cyberdyne system, it gained consciousness and tried to take over the world. So that's the main core of what the fear of AI is. And on that subject, I've given that a lot of thought. And no matter where you land on the spectrum of things, whether you believe that we're completely and totally evolutionary animals, or you on the other side and you believe we're completely and totally spiritual animals, spiritual beings created by God, no matter where you land on that, the hard fact is that we are the only completely sentient beings in the known universe as far as we know. No other creature on the planet is sentient like we are. So the odds of a computer gaining that kind of sentience are virtually none. It's not going to evolve out in the wild by Mother Nature, and it's not going to be given sentience by God. So either way you're looking at it, all the arrows point to it not becoming sentient. It's not possible. Now, we can program fake thought into it and false behaviors and this kind of stuff, but it's still programmed, all right? Now, whether or not it can simulate the sentience of like an ant or even like a lion or an ape, and it can act in its own personal self-interest, that can be debatable a little bit, because maybe people can program enough of that into there to fake that. Here's a fact that was startling to me about something that kind of ties into this. Humanity, scientists, have been teaching sign language to apes for decades. Like 40 or 50 years, maybe longer. And in all that time, all of the apes around the world, all of the signing that we've done, probably 8+ hours a day with these animals, not one ape has ever asked a question. Never. It's never happened. Okay? That's a very significant point, a very significant fact. Apes, as smart as they are, they do not have the level of consciousness, the level of awareness to ask not one single question, not one of them, out of the probably thousands of apes that we've taught this to, and probably tens or hundreds of thousands of hours that we've spent teaching them. None of them have ever asked a question. Where am I? Who are you? Why am I here? Can I go home? Anything. Not one single question. What's your name? Nothing. Not one. And to me, that is a very, very revealing fact. And that also ties into AI. Okay? Because AI isn't just going to sprout up and get this self-awareness that apes haven't attained in millions of years of evolution or whatever. Even if somehow Mother Nature could take control of AI and evolve it naturally like everything else on the planet, then it would take millions of years. So the question posed here is, can AI gain the same level of consciousness that we have? And my personal belief is that it's not probable. Probably not going to happen. Those are just the odds. The simple facts of the thing are, no, I don't believe they ever will. Or it ever will. It's fun to think of in science fiction movies and stuff, but in reality, no, it doesn't. It just doesn't fit into our universe. That's not how this works. Now, the real danger is the motives, the agenda of the people, the companies who are controlling these AIs, and what the AI is placed in control of. Now, that can lead to danger. I've learned a lot about that in my doing these videos, because I'm not an artist. So I have a little program that I use, and it has an AI built into it, and I just type in like middle-aged Gen Xers, and it will give me a picture of 5 or 6 people, middle-aged people looking cool with sunglasses on and stuff, and that's what I use. I pick the one I like the best, and I use it. Now, here's the thing, and whether you like him or hate him is irrelevant to this next part. When this whole thing went on with Trump earlier, I typed in Donald Trump into this AI. I wanted a picture of Donald Trump to put on my thumbnail for y'all to see, so y'all knew that this video was about Trump. I type in Donald Trump, and the AI tells me that no, that's against our policies. That's inflammatory language. A man's name. Now, no matter where you are on the cultural pendulum, most of us I know are in the middle, and I know that. 90% of us are right there in the middle. We're in a group together. Now, some people are way on the left, some people are way on the right. I understand that. I get it. But no matter where you are on that pendulum, you know who Donald Trump is. You know what he looks like, big orange guy, whatever. We all know him. If you're over the age of probably 10, you know who Donald Trump is. And a lot of kids who are younger than that know who Donald Trump is. So my point is that for that AI to reject that name that is such a part of our culture, it's really biased. Just as an experiment, I typed in Satan, and it gave me all of the pictures I wanted. Now, culturally, we know that Satan stands for evil. Satan makes Hitler look like Santa Claus, but it'll throw me all the satanic pictures I want, this AI. So that is just a tiny example of how AI can be used to not only change cultural perception, but just imagine how it can be used in other ways. Military, industrial, this kind of thing. All right. Now, if the AI is smart enough that they can put it in charge of things like running an entire industrial complex filled with harsh chemicals and dangerous stuff and possibly explosives or whatever, an AI can be hacked by an evil outsider. Now, people can't be hacked. Not like that. You can't hack a person from the other side of the world. And that points to the fact that someone else can take control of that AI. Even good-meaning people, even if the AI is in hands of good people, it can be taken. That control can be taken away for nefarious ends. So there is a lot of danger there. We're just, in my opinion, people are afraid of the wrong thing. They're afraid of AI becoming sentient and, creating Terminators and stuff. I mean, that is very far-fetched. I'm not going to argue I'll never say that it's impossible for it to gain sentience like we have, even though there's no evidence for it anywhere else in the universe, the same level of sentience that human beings have. It could be possible. But it also could be possible for, Bigfoot to exist and all this other stuff. It's possible, but is it likely? Is it, what are the odds of this happening? A trillion to one? Something like that, maybe? As far as AI goes, my question is, what should we be afraid of? What should we fear? What should we be concerned about going forward? And where, because these AI companies need our money to progress. Where should we invest our money going forward? Which companies have our best interests at heart? The answer to that is probably none of them. But we ought to at least pick the lesser of dozen evils that we're presented with. All right, and I'll leave you there. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Give me your thoughts. This is really meant to be a two-way conversation, these deep dives. So please comment and give me your thoughts on the subject. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by clicking the thanks button down below this video. Or you can always buy me a cup of coffee, and I'll put that link down in the description. If you can't or don't want to support the channel in either one of those ways, you can always share these videos on your social media. That helps a lot. Thank you very much. And if you have any ideas for future episodes of Gen X Thinks, please put those down in the comments as well. I really enjoy bringing your ideas to life on episodes of Gen X Thinks. Thank you. And as always, stay frosty, Gen X, and I'll see you on the next one.